Have you ever been caught red-handed? It's a common English idiom that can be confusing for beginner learners. Today, we'll dive into the meaning and usage of this phrase to improve your communication skills. Imagine this: your friend asks to borrow your favorite pen, and a few minutes later, you find them scribbling in their notebook with it. Aha! I caught you red-handed, you exclaim. But your friend just looks at you, puzzled, wondering why you're accusing them of having red hands. So, what does red-handed actually mean? This idiom refers to someone being caught in the act of committing a crime or wrongdoing. The red part suggests the person was caught immediately after the act, with their hands still stained from the deed. Let's see an example of red-handed used correctly. Your neighbor sees you sneaking out of their backyard with their garden gnome. Aha! I caught you red-handed, you thief, they yell. Now you understand the true meaning of the idiom, being caught in the very act of committing a misdeed. Here are some more examples of using red-handed in different contexts. Casual: I caught my little brother red-handed, eating the last cookie from the jar. Formal: the suspect was apprehended red-handed, in the midst of robbing the bank. Negative: she was fired from her job after being caught red-handed, embezzling company funds. Humorous: my cat was caught red-handed, shredding the new curtains. Literary: the detective arrived just in time, discovering the culprit red-handed at the scene of the crime. Business: the CEO resigned after being caught red-handed, accepting bribes from a supplier. Social media: my friend posted a photo of me red-handed, singing karaoke at the party last night. To help you remember the meaning of red-handed, think of a vivid image of someone being caught in the act, with their hands still stained or colored from the wrongdoing. This visual connection can make the idiom stick in your mind. The idiom red-handed has an interesting origin. It dates back to the 15th century and was originally used to describe someone caught with blood on their hands immediately after committing a violent crime. Over time, the meaning has evolved to encompass any kind of wrongdoing, not just violent acts. The use of red-handed also reflects the cultural value placed on honesty and accountability. Being caught in the act is seen as a shameful and embarrassing situation, which is why the idiom has become so widely used in English-speaking countries. Some similar idioms to red-handed include caught in the act, and flagrante delicto. These all convey the idea of being caught immediately after committing a wrongdoing. On the other hand, idioms like get away with it or cover one's tracks suggest the opposite, avoiding being caught in the act. Related idioms include with one's hand in the cookie jar, which also implies being caught in the midst of a misdeed. Let's try using red-handed in a sentence. The shopkeeper caught the thief red-handed, trying to steal from the cash register. Now, let's rephrase that without using the idiom. The shopkeeper caught the thief in the act of trying to steal from the cash register. You can see how the idiom adds a more vivid and concise way of expressing the situation. I once witnessed a hilarious situation where a coworker was caught red-handed, eating their colleague's lunch from the office fridge. The look on their face was priceless as they tried to explain themselves, but the evidence was undeniable. Using the idiom red-handed perfectly captured the awkwardness and embarrassment of the moment. One common mistake when using red-handed is to treat caught red-handed as a single phrase without recognizing caught as the verb. The correct usage is to understand that caught is the verb and red-handed describes the manner in which someone was caught. Another frequent misunderstanding is thinking red-handed refers to someone's actual hands being physically red, rather than the figurative meaning of being caught in the act. This can lead to confusion, like in the earlier example with the borrowed pen. Finally, it's important to use red-handed in the appropriate context. For example, it wouldn't be appropriate to use this idiom when talking about someone accidentally spilling something, as that wouldn't involve a wrongdoing. Quiz time. Let's test your understanding of the idiom red-handed. 1. What does red-handed mean? A. Caught in the act of committing a crime or wrongdoing. B. Literally having red hands. C. Feeling embarrassed or ashamed. 2. Which of these is a synonym for red-handed? A. Get away with it. B. Caught in the act. C. Cover one's tracks. 3. Which of these is an antonym for red-handed? A. Caught red-handed. B. Get away with it. C. In the act. In summary, the idiom red-handed refers to being caught immediately after committing a crime or wrongdoing. Understanding this vivid expression can help you communicate more effectively in English and avoid confusion. Now it's your turn. Share a time when you or someone you know was caught red-handed in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more English idiom lessons.